Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom to Arkim that are teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and in sincerity. Once again, this is the brother Caleb from the GMS London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to hopefully edify the Lord's elect. As always, I'd like to start by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites. The real Israelites, these are called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly. However, you are going to get Israelites that do look like the other nations, because Israel as a people has been scattered amongst all people throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like. Because the book of Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18 states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers, okay? So I just want to do a quick little follow-up lesson to the lesson I put out yesterday, which was regarding this game Fortnite and its latest update, which features the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, which is unidentified flying objects, or what do they call them now? IAPs, UAPs, Slakia, unidentified aerial phenomenon. But we know through the scriptures that these are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and inside these chariots is what the angels travel in, and these chariots are going to be the vehicles of salvation for the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 elect men and the 1/3 that are destined to be saved. Now, just a quick little addition to that lesson. I was sharing this video in the chat with some of the Arkim, and one of the brothers pointed out something very spiritual, which I didn't catch when I first clocked this image. So the brother pointed out that, as you can see, I've done the lesson saying that this Jake girl in the center is in the middle of the beam, and she's about to be taken up, because you can see the cars, going up in the air. And if you look in the background, there's someone else there being beamed up, which is a depiction of the elect being saved from the coming destruction, which is a thermonuclear destruction spoken of in the book of Isaiah. The book of Joel, particularly the 3rd chapter, goes into the nukes which are going to hit Babylon the Great, which is America in the Bible. As you can see, this person's being taken up, and there's a person down there who's not. So the scriptures say, let me get it, Lord willing, Matthew 24. Bear with me while I find this precept. Right, Matthew 24 verse 30. Salakia. 29. Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So when those nukes hit the earth, the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. And continuing on, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, meaning Yahweh Shai, which is the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is a dark-skinned man, much like myself, from the tribe of Judah. Now, I'm not saying I'm from the tribe of Judah, but I'm just saying that I'm a dark-skinned man, because the Lord is depicted as having dark skin, white, woolly textured hair. The hairs on his head were white, and the hair on his face white like wool, which is in Revelation, the 1st chapter from the 13th verse on down. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, meaning the chariots, because the chariots are referred to in the scriptures as clouds sometimes, because they can cloak themselves and look like clouds. Coming in the clouds of heaven with great power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the one end of heaven to the other. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that the summer is nigh. So likewise, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For in the days that were before the flood they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Here's the point. Then shall two be in the field, and one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. So, let me get that picture again. It said there should be two in the field, one shall be taken and one left. What is this image showing? One's being taken and one's being left. This is being beamed up into the chariot, right? Now, the thing that the brother pointed out, which is why I'm doing this follow-up lesson, is that he pointed out that if you look at this Edomite here, on her t-shirt, what does it say? I don't believe. Right? That's spiritual, man, because look, you got the Jake here about to be beamed up. All these other characters, they're not being beamed up, they're being left, yeah? This character here being beamed up in the background, and this Edomite character here, I don't believe. Now, if you look on that t-shirt, it actually says I don't believe in humans, and it's got a picture of an alien, a so-called alien, you know, big green-haired, bug-eyed thing on her shirt. But the fact of the matter is that these artists know what they're doing, man. Or if they don't know what they're doing, it's the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai putting in the minds of these artists to create these images. So it's basically saying the character that doesn't believe isn't being saved. But yet the Jake, as you see, woolly textured hair, dark skin, is about to be delivered. So yeah, man, that's just very spiritual. So it shows that these artists know aspects of the truth. You know, this word has gotten out there. You know, the word has been pushed around the world, and people aren't going to have an excuse for not having heard this word, because Yahweh Shai is not going to come until this word has reached unto the end of the earth. And we can see that the time is drawing near, that the Lord's going to return, because the prophecies are speeding up. So yeah, just a quick follow-up, man. It's pretty spiritual. So yeah, as I said, this Jake's about to get beamed up. Edomite that don't believe ain't going nowhere. So with that, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles that of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere shalom to all you Akim that are pushing this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. Until the next lesson, Lord willing, I will say shalom, wa abba wa kram yashavala. Shalom.